the record button, just say your full name, your band, what you do.
Done.
Alright, cool.
You can do that. Hi, what's up? I'm Alexander William from the band All Time Low, and I sing and play guitar in the band, and I'm going to turn this off for a second. There you go.
Alright, so you've been on the Dirty Work tour for a few weeks. How's it been going so far?
So far it's been rad. Really, really good. We've actually been on it for a little while. The Dirty Work tour technically started in Europe, so we've been out with Yellow Card for a good couple months now. It's been amazing. Those dudes are so cool. It's been very cool getting to know them, and very cool just seeing them play live again. And then obviously on this U.S. leg of the tour, seeing Hey Monday and Somerset, very cool bands, very cool people. It's been good hangs.
Y'all like touring with Hey Monday a lot, right?
We do. We've done it a lot. There were a lot of bands that weren't available. So they were like we were scraping the barrel for bands to tour with. Hey Monday.
Okay.
No, they're good friends of ours, and the timing worked out, so it's always fun to tour with them.
Were you bummed when Cassidy wasn't able to show up to the Halloween show up in Dallas? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
With Cobra Starship and all
very
that.
sad.
I went to that one too, that's what I was asking. But yeah, because I remember y'all were on tour with them.
Yeah, because Sierra ended up doing it. It was funny. Yeah. She saved the day though. She sang it well, considering she was like reading the lyrics on her iPhone. So she did a good job.
Alright, what kind of dirty work do you do?
All kinds that I am not allowed to divulge on record. Yeah, it's just a secretive, terrible thing.
Alright, tell me about the album. How are you feeling about its release, the new major label debut, the sound, etc.?
I'm really stoked about it, first of all. The sound, I think, is better than anything we've ever done before. It's been fun kind of putting out some of the songs that we've been putting out, because I think people will be surprised where the album goes when they hear the full thing. You know, obviously the single, I Feel Like Dancing, is kind of one end of the spectrum, and then there's stuff at the very other end of that spectrum. So it's a very like eclectic album, and I think there's something on it for everybody, which is cool.
How would you compare it to Put Up or Shut Up?
Put Up or Shut Up? Man,
going way back.
I don't know. It's probably not as, I don't know. I mean, that's so long ago. We've definitely learned a lot since then, songwriting-wise. You know, I think the songs are catchier and more developed and thought out, and but at the same time, I don't know. I think you know, with some of the songs, we definitely went for the rawness that was in some of those earlier songs as well. So it just I don't know.
Okay.
It's like what, 6 years ago, 5 years ago that record came out.
Which one?
Put Up or Shut Up.
Yeah, 5 years.
So I imagine if you listen to them back to back, it's pretty different.
A lot of people said like you guys made a big leap with Nothing Personal. Do you think you made an even bigger change in your music with Dirty Work?
No, I think this album is Nothing Personal, kind of on steroids. I think we corrected the things that we thought were bad about our last album, and you know, I think again we took some chances and we took some risks, and we didn't want to just keep writing the same stuff. So you know, the growth of the band is really important to us, and you know, our music tastes are also very different than they used to be. You know, we were inspired initially by, you know, bands in one scene and just one sort of vein of music, and now it's kind of a much more broad spectrum that we're kind of gathering ideas from. So, you know, I think the music goes to much different places. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Oh, it's okay. What kind of setting did you guys have for recording? Was it like a big studio or a house, or?
It was all different. We hopped about. You know, when you track drums, you typically want to be in a big room. So we went to a lot of like bigger studios to do drums, and then just various studios across America. We did a little bit in New York, which was like a really small studio in like a building, a penthouse kind of building in New York, and then. LA, the studios were kind of all different. Mike Green's studio, he has his own place, which is really rad. And then, you know, we worked at NRG, Oxygen, you know, some big ones and some small ones. We mixed it up.
Do you think that affected like different sounds for different songs, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we used the rooms we used the rooms kind of depending on what song we were recording. If we wanted the song to sound bigger and roomier, we would obviously record the drums in a bigger room.
Yeah.
So it was really just kind of the vibe of the song that we wanted to nail in. You know, like for example, I Feel Like Dancing is a very, you know, like pop rock inspired song, and the drums are in the verses very tight, and then in the chorus they open up and they're very big and they're kind of like anthemic and sort of Def Leppard-y almost. And so like we did one session of drums for that song in one room where we had them sounding very small and very tight, and then for the chorus we actually, you know, went and set up in a bigger room and got that big, like.
So a lot of thought was put into it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into the recording process for sure.
Great. How was it working with Interscope compared to Hopeless? Like, what were some of the biggest changes you noticed?
There's a lot more people. There's a lot of like, you know, deliberating and going back and forth between different parties and things like that. But at the same time, there's a lot of attention to detail, and it's rad because you always have someone you can call, and it's been really cool so far. You know, they've opened up a lot of doors for us already. It's really rad. So we're all just excited to see where it's going to go from here.
Isn't it the same label as Blink-182, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Weezer, and AFI, and.
Could you see yourself touring with any of those bands?
I don't know. That'd be awesome. It'd be really rad. I would love to say for sure, but who knows? Maybe.
Maybe.
I'd be stoked.
All right. Let's see. How do you feel about Dirty Work's cover? Do you like that it's a picture instead of graphics?
Yeah, there was a lot of drama about that, and it was kind of weird to me. I don't know. We had never done an album cover where it featured us on the cover, so we thought, you know, it might be a cool thing to do. And you kind of have to like see the booklet. It sort of plays into the rest of the album art. I think that's what a lot of people initially were a little bit upset about, or if they were upset.
So there's more graphics like inside?
No, it's all photographic. It's all photographic. It's kind of like it depicts a candid viewpoint of this ridiculous house party. It kind of looks like the end, the like roll credits of The Hangover, almost, where just these ridiculous things are happening.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I read that you guys worked with River from Weezer on the song I Feel Like Dancing. How was that experience?
It was absolutely amazing. Rivers is a rad guy, really cool. It was very chill. Like we just sort of, I was expecting to meet him in like a studio and have it be very formal, but we just kind of went to his house and sat on the floor and drank tea and wrote the song.
What kind of tea?
I don't know. Green maybe? I think it was green tea.
Green. Alright. Let's see. Why did you choose to leak Time Bomb on Twitter but have I Feel Like Dancing as your first single for the album?
We wanted, I don't know, because at the time, we didn't exactly know when our record was going to come out. But we definitely noticed the fact that people were starting to get a little bit antsy that they hadn't heard anything. So I just kind of picked that song as a song that I think it was a good segue from the last album to this one. You know, I think for people to hear I Feel Like Dancing first, at least our core fan base, it might have been a little bit bad. It might have thrown people for a loop because obviously we realize it's a very different song for us. So we felt like, you know, it would be better for people to hear something a little bit similar to what we had been doing first, and then kind of roll out with, you know, one of the weirder songs on the album. That said, though, I think we're all really stoked about how the new single's going over. It's you know, I think people are getting it, which is fun, and I'm glad our fans are smart enough to see what the intention of the song is, and to know that, you know, the lyrics are not indicative of you know, maybe what we usually write and intentionally so.
Like, do you think it's important? I know a lot of bands, like, some of them, they don't stick to their old sound, they start to grow out of it. Like, does that ever scare you, or do you think it's important for, hopefully, to find fans that grow with you?
I think it's important to grow together. I think, you know, if you do it too fast, that can be bad. You know, there are plenty of bands that put out one album, and then their next album is, like, completely different, and it throws everyone for a loop. And, you know, our progression has been over years, and over, like, this is our fourth, like, label release. We even had 2 before that. And so I think, you know, it's obviously, you know, you're always going to get some people that prefer this sound, or prefer this sound, or like the new sound, or don't like it, or whatever. That's always going to happen. But I think for the most part, we've been really conscientious of kind of trying to grow with people.
Yeah. All right. If an ice cream truck came along right now and it was blasting I Feel Like Dancing, what kind of dance would you do?
I don't know if I would dance. I think I'd be more distracted by the fact that it was an ice cream truck, and I think I would just try to get one of those Ninja Turtle ice cream bars with gummy ball eyes.
So you would definitely buy ice cream from that man?
For sure. I think he'd probably do really well if he was playing that song from his ice cream truck.
Going up and down every street.
Personal opinion. It's way better than that stupid song they usually play.
Yeah.
That's what ours used to play. What did yours play? Did you have an ice cream man?
I didn't have an ice cream man.
Bummer. Where was your childhood?
Are you guys bummed that the album release was pushed back to June, or do you think it will build more excitement on this tour before its big release?
It's a little bit of a bummer. It's always a little bit of a bummer. You know, like obviously we've had these songs for a while now, and we've been ready to get it out, and so you know, it definitely sucks to be like, no, sorry. It's like not being allowed to open your Christmas present. You know, when you want to open it, you have to wait. But at the same time, I think it's going to be for the best. You know, it's definitely a summer album. It's definitely you know, something that we need to work at promoting. And one of the major things is we really just wanted to have Interscope fully behind it, you know, with all their attention on it, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and they were like, look, this is going to give us the best amount of time to get ready for it. And, you know, I think that's really important. We don't want to just throw it out there and have it disappear, you know. It's important to have the right setup and everything.
Mm-hmm. I think with that Christmas reference you were saying, it reminds me like when you buy a really good gift for someone and then you want to give it to them already, but you don't have to wait.
You have to wait. Like if you get it like a month in advance, you're like, shit, I really want to give it to them now.
And then they don't have it on Christmas. It's like, what do I do now? Alright, what song off the new album means the most to you and why?
There's a couple that mean a lot to me. I mean, all the songs really mean a lot, but I think one of the deeper songs on this record to me that really strikes a chord is a song called Guts. I think I really poured my heart into that one. And it was one of the first songs I actually wrote for the album, so it's rad.
Okay.
Is that Justin Bieber? Look, in the orange shirt. It's definitely Justin Bieber. Seriously, check it out. Guys, pay attention.
In the orange?
Yeah, in the orange polo, watch. When he turns around, I swear it's Justin Bieber. What is he doing?
He's proposing to Justin Bieber. Oh no, he's proposing. Never mind.
Justin Bieber's proposing to his friends. What's going on here? Alright.
Alright, I'll ask a few fun ones real quick.
Okay.
What is the one toy you got, or what is the one toy when you were little that you wanted that you never got?
The one, that I wanted to go to?
No, the one that you wanted. Like the one toy that
Oh,
slipped
toy!
away.
Sorry, I thought you were saying tour.
No.
My bad. Toy, shit. I was pretty spoiled. I was an only child, so my dad was a big pushover with me. He would always spoil me. So I usually got the toys I wanted, but there, I think there was I wanted that Batman, like the car, the big car that came with the Batman, and he would shoot out the front if he needed to, if he got into trouble. And I don't think I ever got that.
I'm sorry. If you got to meet the Easter Bunny, what would you tell him?
What are you doing with all those eggs? That's probably what I would ask him.
Would anyone from Altamont take the eggs?
Most likely. I don't know who, but I'm sure one of us would steal them. It's just weird, a rabbit with eggs. Who thought of that?
Gonna lay eggs.
What an idiot. Never saw the eggs.
Alright, would you like to look in the camera and tell anything to your fans?
I love you. Thanks for having me.
I feel like dancing tonight.